Hi there, Diana here, and as promised, today, day 55, I am talking about overwhelm. Now, yesterday, I introduced the first part of this topic, stress. And as you recall, I said stress comes from two places where we don't get our own way is one way, we're not getting what we want. And the other is just a lot of change. Even though we may be getting what we want, change can result in stress. Let's talk about overwhelm. Now, I have my own definition of overwhelm, which may not be anybody else's. To me, overwhelm is when I have so much stress, I'm not sure how to handle it or what to do next. Oftentimes, when I go into stress, overwhelm, or overload mode, whatever you want to call it, I shut down and I revert into my Cancerian shell. I'm born under the sign of Cancer, and although I can be quite extroverted, I can go very much, revert into my shell. It's kind of a survival mode for me. Being in survival mode is not a good place for me to be. Also, yesterday I talked about when we're in stress to take a look at the things we can control and the things that we can't. Where do we try to accomplish what we need to accomplish, and where do we take a look at what we can't have control over and what we need to let go. Hi, Larry. I see you saying hello there. Great to see you with us tonight. So with overwhelm, like I said, it's too much stress. Now, I am currently in overwhelm, aka too much stress. Back in the 70s, Alvin Toffler wrote and published a book called Future Shock. In that, just a basic nutshell statement of what future shock is about. It's what we as individuals or we as a society or culture can experience when we have too many changes in too short of time. Now, just taking a look at my life in 2018, I understand why I'm in overwhelm. Just my top 3 things that have happened this year, and this is not the only thing that's been going on in my life, but 3 big things this year is I got married, I retired from my job, and I lost my mom. There are a lot of secondary and tertiary things going on. It just seemed like something was always happening every month or every couple of weeks. Something was always going on. So what am I doing? I'm finding myself in this overwhelm mode. And it's, like I said, it's not a good place for me to be. A case in point, as some of you may know, I'm doing these videos as a result of assignment from a coaching that I signed up for. Because I love to inundate myself with too many things to do, it seems like. That's, anybody who's known me for a very long period of time, who's known me well, Deb, my friend Deb Zaranti can, attest to this, along with Leslie and a few others. It's, Diana always overloads her schedule. It just seems to be my MO, a little bit of a crazy life. But every now and then I go crazy. So I signed up for this coaching, and I realized that I'm in such overwhelm at the moment that I'm not able to do all of the assignments. In fact, I'm hardly able to do any of the assignments, but that's okay. There's no time limit on it. I'm so grateful. Otherwise, I'd be in complete overwhelm, and I'd probably have to just drop the coaching. When I had a private coaching with her, she even said to me, Diana, you are in a whole different mode. Allow yourself to simmer, allow yourself to percolate, whatever, and just take this time to regroup and recover. And I'm so glad she gave me that permission because I need it so much right now. Well, I'm in a small group coaching today. And by that, I mean, there were like maybe 10 or 20 of us on this conference call. And she was addressing specific questions that people asked. And I submitted a question, but somehow I think it got lost in the process. And that's okay because I really wasn't ready to hear an answer anyway. So, because if she gave me an assignment, it would be too much. So I'm listening to these other people because we always benefit from hearing the other people being coached what did I hear her do? But she gave some people an assignments, and some of them she actually gave deadlines. And what did I find myself doing? Starting to hyperventilate. She wasn't even giving me the assignment. And I realized, oh my gosh, I can't deal with this. And I thought, stop, Diana. This is not your assignment. You are fulfilling your assignment. It's the only thing you have to do. So I just was going into complete overwhelm as a result of hearing somebody else get assignments. I thought, don't take this on. It's not yours. It's not your burden to take on. So after stopping myself from almost hyperventilating, what did I do? Well, I followed my own advice, and I journaled about it. And I was journaling that I was in overwhelm, and that as a result, it's like I'm moving in molasses, and I'm not getting a lot accomplished. So this is why I love journaling. What did I do? While I journaled, I got some inspiration. I do believe our inner voice talks to us when we journal. And I got the most amazing inspiration, and I felt like the weight of the world had been lifted off my shoulders. It came to me to just set 3 goals for the day. That's it, only 3. 3 things that you absolutely want to do and feel like you need to do, but you more than need, you want to do. And I came up with 3 goals. And here's what, interestingly enough, they were very simple goals, but I wanted to do them. And they were not hard, they were not complex, they were things I wanted to do. And even though the day's not over, and I have one more goal to accomplish, because one of the goals was just to make this nice dinner that I've been thinking about making now all week. And so I'm going to make it tonight. But the other 2 goals I accomplished. Not only that, but I found myself accomplishing even more. Once I gave myself permission only to do the things I wanted. Interestingly enough, I am committed to doing these videos. Completing today's video was not one of my goals. I knew I would do it, but I gave myself permission to just let this all fall apart. In giving myself permission to let it fall apart, even though I was still committed to do it, I knew I'd do it. And all of a sudden, it wasn't a have to. It was, well, I made a commitment. I really want to do this. I promised to do a topic on overwhelm. And it's extremely relevant to me right now since I'm in it. And I want to do this. So it wasn't on my list. So now, instead of just saying, oh, I need to do these 10 things, because I can make a list and it can have a dozen, anywhere from 20 to 25, a dozen things on there. And of course, I get maybe 2 or 3 done, right? This time, I only had 3 things on the list, and I'm getting like 6 things done and more. And are they really big? No, but that doesn't matter. It's giving myself permission, doing what I want to do, controlling what's in my sphere of influence to control, and not worrying about the rest, and just taking it from a more positive approach rather than making this huge list of things and, oh, look what I didn't get done. I made a tiny list of things, and I'm adding to it, and now it's like, look at all the things I did get done. This is awesome. So, oh, hi, Nancy. I have to kind of adjust my glasses here for my readers. So great, good to see you on there, Nancy. So that's, oh, excuse me, I need something to drink. Excuse me. So that's how I accomplished overwhelm today. Setting small goals, accomplishing them, accomplishing even more, and feeling good about it. And everything that I did needed to be done, but more importantly, I wanted to do it. And I accomplished a couple of things today that weren't even on the list, and by that I mean it wasn't even in the back of my mind to do. Like, it wasn't in the back of my mind to do this video, even though I didn't make myself do it. But there were some things I thought, this is going to be fun. I pulled out something. I thought, this would be fun that Tom and I can do if he wants to when he gets home from work. And if he doesn't, then we don't have to do it. But I thought it might be kind of fun. And we're going to be accomplishing something. I'll just tell you what it is. We talked about decorating for Halloween, and we didn't. I just didn't pull out the decorations. Well, we've got a few things, not much, but a few things to decorate for Thanksgiving. And Thanksgiving is a week from today, and I thought, I'm just going to pull out the box that has the decorations, and if Tom wants to do it, great. And if he doesn't, that's fine too. Maybe I'll do it, maybe I won't, but won't it be fun? And knowing Tom, he'll want to do it unless he's really, really tired. So I'm grateful that I journaled. I did the things, go back early in this video series. I talked about reaching up, reaching in, and reaching out. When I'm in my Cancerian shell type mode, I do better reaching in and reaching reaching in and reaching up. I don't always reach out when I'm in this mode, but I can, and sometimes I do. I didn't so much do that today, a little bit, because I needed to return a phone call, and I wanted to return a phone call, so I did. But it's just been helpful for me to reach in, do my journaling, and sometimes that's how I reach up and get out of this sense of overwhelm. Now, am I out of it? No. But have I found a sense of joy and accomplishment and a feeling of no more burden? Yes. That's a huge thing. It's very small, but it's huge. So I hope by sharing what I'm going through and how I'm coping with it, I hope by sharing that with you that this has somehow helped you. My methods may not help you for a minute, but I encourage you to develop your own method to see what will help you. And as I said yesterday, more often than not, people that I absolutely recommend they journal, eventually, when they do it, they're really, really grateful that they did, and they're glad, and it's helped them. And by their doing journaling, they've discovered through their higher power what works for them. I'm just sharing as an example what works for me. You're going to come up with your own ways, and it's going to be perfect for you. So hope you have a great day. Hope nobody's feeling too much in overwhelm. And with the holidays quickly, and I do mean quickly, coming upon us, I think tomorrow I'm going to, when I get up and I do my journaling, and sometimes I journal throughout the day, but when I get up and do my journaling, I am going to set 3 goals that I want to accomplish for tomorrow. And they're going to be things that I want to do. That'll be simple. That'll be easy. It'll be joyful. Have a joyful rest of your day. Bye. Talk to you tomorrow.